The Council of Shadows summoned me, their decisions sealed behind veils of secrecy. I sat alone in the shimmering crystalline chamber aboard the station orbiting a dying star, the air heavy with the scent of ozone and mistrust. The representatives of the galactic species, all towering figures of authority, stared down at me. Their expressions, though alien, held something unmistakably predatory. "You stand accused of genocide," rumbled the voice of Zarnoth, the Jarkith Dominion speaker. His segmented eyes glittered with disdain. I wanted to laugh. Genocide? The irony stung. "My name is Kira Valen," I began, my voice steady. "I am the last human from Lyrian-6, and I was its protector. What happened there wasn't genocide. It was survival." The chamber stirred. Whispers in a dozen languages filled the void. 2 cycles ago, Lyrian-6 had been a thriving human colony. Nestled on the edge of uncharted space, it was humanity's bold experiment. A lush world brimming with life, shielded by a network of quantum defenses. We believed we were untouchable until the Jarkith arrived. Their ships blackened the skies, blotting out the twin suns. Their demands were simple: surrender and become slaves or be annihilated. The Council had abandoned us, declaring Lyrian-6 a strategically insignificant outpost. We were alone. I was the colony's lead tactician, trained to anticipate the worst. But nothing had prepared me for the Jarkith's brutality. They didn't just conquer, they devoured. Cities were reduced to ash, children dragged screaming into their machines of war. Our people fought back with desperation. We sabotaged their supply lines, hacked their systems, and turned our limited resources into weapons of defiance. But for every blow we struck, they retaliated 100-fold. Then came Project Nixus. It was our last card, a weapon of terrifying simplicity. A self-replicating nanovirus, designed to target only Jarkith biology. Unleashed in the atmosphere, it would spread like wildfire, erasing them from our planet, and potentially the galaxy. The ethics of such a weapon haunted me, but the screams of my people left little room for moral debates. When the day came, I hesitated. Could I doom an entire species, even one so monstrous? The decision was stolen from me when the Jarkith breached the final barrier. In the chaos, I activated Nixus. It worked too well. The Jarkith died in droves, their bodies liquefying into pools of iridescent sludge. But the nanovirus didn't stop. It mutated, tearing through the ecosystem, erasing the delicate balance that had sustained life on Lyrian-6 for centuries. The cost of survival was a dead world. The Council called me a monster. The Jarkith demanded vengeance. Yet, as I stood in that chamber, I wondered if any of them truly understood. The Jarkith left us no choice. They had turned Lyrian-6 into a crucible of despair, and I had simply refused to be the first to break. "I saved what I could," I said, looking each of them in the eye. "And yes, I made the choice. But ask yourselves, would you have done differently?" The silence was suffocating. Then, from the shadows, a voice rasped. "What do you propose now, human?" I drew a breath, steadying my trembling hands. "Give humanity a seat on the Council." A voice. "Let us rebuild, or condemn us to extinction. Either way, know this. What happened on Lyrian-6 wasn't just a failure of humanity. It was a failure of this Council. If you want peace, prove it." The chamber was still. Zarnoth's segmented eyes narrowed, his mandibles clicking in thought. For a long moment, no one spoke. Finally, the Council's leader rose, her translucent form shifting like liquid starlight. "Your request will be considered, Kira Valen. But your actions have set a precedent, one the galaxy will not soon forget." As I was escorted out, I glanced back at the chamber, knowing this wasn't over. Humanity's fight for survival had begun anew, not with weapons, but with words. And in the vast darkness of the galaxy, even words could shape the stars. Would they grant us a future, or had I just sealed humanity's fate?